We are live. This is Jeff Lichtenstein with Echo Fine Properties. We're going to bring you 3 sensational open houses today. We're going to be in the Landmark in Palm Beach Gardens, Legacy Place in Palm Beach Gardens, and the last one in Palm Beach Gardens with Simeone. Rob Moore, who's checking his texts and emails right now on the left, is our social media manager, so he's doing all that. Hey, Chris, what are you eating this morning?
I'm having a little power bar action right now.
Yeah, I just did the same thing. I had the quick protein bar.
Yeah.
How about you, Ann? What did you have for breakfast today?
I had a couple bites of my leftover pizza.
Where'd you get it from?
Anthony's coal-fired or brick-fired pizza.
I love Anthony's. Did you get the wings too?
No, but I did get a salad. That I'm having later.
You get the Italian salad with the tuna on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing in the world. So Ann, let's start with you. You're out in Pga today. And Rob, can you get the video that we have of Pga up and running? We'll start with the home she's at though, that Ann's representing first. And she's in a community called Windermere, which is one of 43 communities in Pga National.
Yes, it's a lovely community. This is a 2-bedroom home. The bedrooms are upstairs. The list price is $344,980. Of course, the owner is motivated. This is a Spanish-inspired design as far as the exterior of the home. It has a little courtyard in here, and my client has done a great job of decorating it with lovely plantings and a grill out here. This is the look as you walk into the home. This front slider is part of the kitchen, and that is impact glass throughout the house as well, in addition to the garage. Here's a view from the aerial. This is the unit. The unit has a brand new roof as of 2018, brand new kitchen. I'm sorry, the roof is 13. Air conditioning in 15, impact glass in 2016, and a kitchen in 2018 with an extended warranty. And I just want to show you some exterior shots before we come in. My head's in the way, I apologize about that. This is the view.
You know, it's really completely private back there and, you know, pretty park-like setting.
Yes, and there's a path that will take you directly to the community pool. So that's kind of a really cool thing.
You can also walk there. You're not that far away from walking over to the clubhouse, you know, if you wanted to, or walk along the golf course at night. They're real pretty, you know, pretty walks.
It is.
And you can play, I think you can play golf now.
Yeah, that's right. And a membership is not mandatory at Pga. However, there are great memberships available, and Jeff will speak to that when we show you a little video about Pga itself. So here's the kitchen. It's a lovely white shaker cabinets with black quartz, stainless steel appliances. Here is a cutout onto the dining room, and in the background is the Florida room. Great kitchen. And I don't know if you could see the gray asphalt tile below. It's like it's kind of like a vinyl, very soft on your feet. Really lovely combination with the colors in the home. Here is the living room or family room, and has a ceramic tile here throughout. Another view with the stairwell going up to the top, and here's the view to the kitchen. Here's that pass through in the dining room here behind me.
That chair is waiting for you.
Oh, it is. I sit there, it's a very comfortable chair. And here's the dining room, and here again is the pass-through from the kitchen. So you can either sit there and have your breakfast, although it is an eat-in kitchen, or you know, have dinner in the dining room. Let me see if I have another picture, because I do want to show you the other angle of the kitchen. Let me see if I could come up on that as I go through. This is a fabulous Florida room. There's 300 square feet here that is not included in the under air. It's very light and welcoming. It's a great place to sit. You know, I've heard ideas of putting a pool table out here, to, you know, a TV, My client works from home, so right now she's using it as an office as well as a sitting area. And it's very bright, open and airy. Just a nice combination. Here is the oops, I'm sorry, wrong picture, skipped ahead. Here is the half bath powder room downstairs in the main living area downstairs. And I don't have a picture of the tile, but it's a really cool black and white tile, very, very lovely. So now we'll head upstairs. Here's the master bath, bedroom. Both bedrooms have a Juliet balcony. And again, this is all impact glass. This is the master bathroom. Here is the second bedroom. Great closets. Oh, the other picture too as well. The other closets are against the wall there as well in the master. There are two sets of closets. Here there's a set of one, but they're very large. This also has a Juliet balcony overlooking that garden area that I showed earlier. Just really nice to open those doors and step out. Just pretty because it's very private into the garden area there. Just really very nice. And then here, just steps away from that bedroom, is the second bedroom for your guest or family member. Here's a great view of the evening, almost at dusk. And that's what I have for the picture.
It's a great night. It's a great night shot. You've got a western exposure in the back, so the sunsets are just, are just great. They're breathtaking in Florida.
It's great. And there have been so many improvements in this home between, it's just basically turnkey. You have, the air conditioning, the roof, the impact glass, the garage. It's just a tankless water heater. It's an alarmed home. I mean, there's a lot of great features in this condo, and PGA is in a great location. Windermere is in a great location within PGA. Just really, really a very nice community. Also, the pool area has cabanas and bathrooms too.
That's what we were talking about, walking over to the Pga National Clubhouse. That was the resort pool. Now you're looking at the entrance to Pga National. That's the bear trap. That's the statue of the bear. And then there's one also on the course at the bear trap, which you see all the time on the Honda. That's at 16, 17, and and 18 of the Nicholas course. There's a closer up view of the resort pool. They're not practicing social distancing, these three, but that's okay.
They're related.
Yeah, there's four courses. There's the bear trap there. There's four courses on PGA itself on campus, and then there's an estate course that's off of PGA. You're seeing some of the fairways. There's 43 different subdivisions in PGA. All of them are different. There's condos, there's townhomes, there's single family homes, there's zero lot line homes, there's estate homes. Some are gated within PGA and some are not gated. There's the community itself is completely gated, and there's information booths that every car has to pass through, but it's completely gated from 9 p.m. till 6 a.m. And there's roving security around all over the place. There's 4,961 homes, all together in PGA National. There's 22 clay tennis courts. They've added some pickleball courts over the area. You can see those two pickleball courts over there. And then that's the health club that you're seeing that's right beyond that. So then they have basketball courts, and there's a very large croquet group that plays at PGA. So it kind of goes tennis, like right here. After tennis, you go to the pickleball, and after pickleball, you end up with croquet. That's kind of the order of it. There's 4 restaurants within PGA. If you decide to be a member, you don't have to, and it's a very affordable membership. We have all the rates up on our club membership page, a comparison of all the clubs, but then specifically what's involved in PGA at the different levels. You get discounts at the clubs, and there's a members only clubhouse. There's great social activities once we end the physical distancing and get back to that. But there's things going on there, right now. Ann used to live at PGA. She lives over at IBIS right now. And I'll put on the gallery view here. What's Tell us a little bit about what's happening at IBIS, like what's going on for members at IBIS.
Well, we're enlarging our country club. It's a very expansive process. We're adding to our club room, which is called the Pub. It's a great like sports bar kind of feel, sports restaurant kind of feel. Also we've added some card rooms, a driving area for testing out golf clubs. We've extended a portico over our bistro area and also expanding parking. So there's a lot going on at IBIS.
So right now, like if you want to can you get food at IBIS right now? Or
yes,
what are they doing for the members as as the virus is we've been, and now more in a semi, closed environment?
They have a menu from a couple of the restaurants. It's, every day it changes, but there's a great selection. I think there's 6 or 7 to select from. And you just pick it up curbside. You just give them your number and you roll down the window or pop your trunk. There's no, connection to the staff. They just put it in your car, you drive away and just bring it home. And it's a great combination there of a menu. And
Can you play golf? Can you play golf now there?
Yes, the golf course is now open. Of course, we practice social distancing. Everyone has to be in their own golf cart, excluding if they're family members, then they can ride together, share a cart together. But yeah, and there are golfers out there. They've been chomping at the bit, so to say, to get out there and play.
Chris, going to interrupt your meal for a minute.
Hi.
Hi. So what's going on at Frenchman's Creek? Are you guys playing golf now, and what is the club doing for the members?
Very similar to what Ann just alluded to. Golf, you can ride together in the cart if you're living under the same roof. Other than that, you must be in your own golf cart. You cannot touch the flag sticks. You're leaving the flags in. They're back playing tennis. They're back playing bocce. The pools are open. The only thing we're really waiting on over there is the restaurants, but we do have a couple mobile trucks that are feeding everybody from, breakfast through 2:30. And then you can call and get takeout dinner. There's 3 or 4 options every night. So it seems to be working pretty well.
Will the food trucks deliver to somebody's house too?
Yes.
I mean, there's benefits, major benefits, not just the social you meet people so easy. And when you're moving to Florida, a lot of people also are leaving that family situation where there's a meal at home, every night other than now, and you're looking to meet people. So it's, part of the clubs really speed up that process, and there's a sense of community because everybody's, looking to be more social typically when they move to Florida. But when you get involved in a hurricane or there's different events that's happening, or there's great, like in Frenchman's, you've got really wonderful, medical care, if there's an emergency. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
We have, we've got paramedics, 2 always on staff, and 1 is always roving in the community. There's always a paramedic driving in a car, roving through the 200 acres here, and fully gated, secure. We only have 1 entrance here for security purposes. We've never had a breach here. Nothing crazy's ever happened, so it's a very, very safe place, which people really like here. Security.
And if you want your bike, you've been fixing bikes for members out there just as a good gesture?
I did. I'm a kind of an enthusiast when it comes to biking, so I send an email out to everybody because for the last couple of weeks, since we've all been, just doing nothing except riding our bikes and walking, while I was out riding, I saw these people on these exhausted bicycles that were 30 years old that they hadn't ridden in forever. And now that they can't do anything, they're out riding these bikes and they just were in horrible condition. And I said, I can help these people out. So I just happened to send an email out and I got an unbelievable response. And to date, I've done 17 bikes, either changed chains, put air in tires. I've adjusted seats. I've adjusted some cables. I've lubed a bunch of chains and greased some. So it's been a lot of fun. And people have been very appreciative.
So what was your best tip? Did you get any toilet paper, any Purell out of it?
I'll tell you what I got. A guy, Mike Schlossberg, gave me a brown bag and I didn't know what it was. And I got home later and I said, what the hell did he give me? He gave me 16 perfectly good Titleist Pro V1 golf balls, because that's what I play. And he knew that. And
Wow.
he's a golf ball hog, like, and he just likes to go out hunting for golf balls. And he's got buckets in his garage full. So he went and picked me.
But he goes and he knows which ones are what. So those may have been your old golf balls you got returned.
Well, it's pretty funny because they all have a kind of initials on them now. So I don't know whose balls I'm playing, but it was a very nice gesture.
That was really nice. Well, everybody may be calling them for their, saying that, hey, you got my golf ball.
Yes, yes.
Back. Yeah, but if you do want your bike fixed, Chris does that too. Chris is
Providing you live in here.
Yes, correct. Chris is a scratch golfer. Chris is
I
a scratch golfer.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I forgot that we also have a food truck as well. We have it, and we also have an ice cream truck that goes around the neighborhoods as well. So that's fun. And we have paramedics too here.
Chocolate?
Any kind. There's like 10 flavors to choose from.
That's pretty good. Good stuff. In both Ibis and in Frenchman's. So Chris, can you show us the home that you're representing today?
Oh, you betcha. Let me open it up for you. I'm at Legacy Place today, over right in the heart of Palm Beach Gardens. And here's the first shot. I'm gonna try and get my head out of the way. That's obviously from our drone. You can see in the very southern part of the screen is this really cool, big Olympic pool, which the community draws quite a few people to. You can barely see it, but off to the right is a really nice hot tub in there as well. That first roof is a gorgeous fitness center that's been updated. Here's the deal with this community. It's kind of vast. It's you've got an array of, there are some retired people in there. However, there are an awful lot of young professionals in their 30s and 40s in there. And there's also a lot of young families. I'm in there and I see, people pushing the kids around, and it's a great mix of people in there. Super, super safe. It's a gated community and low HOAs. It's a great community and super location. The other cool thing with this is you can actually walk from your unit to about a half a dozen restaurants that are right outside your gate. There's a Best Buy there. There's, just lots of great restaurants or a lot of cool little boutique shops. If you're jonesing for a drink, there's like package store or wine and liquors 100 yards over that way. So it's, you really don't have to get out of your car to get anything you need. There's places that right in there, Sal's will come deliver you a pizza or a sandwich. Great location right off Pga Boulevard, about 2 miles to the beach roughly. And again, it's a very cohesive group of people. You comes with 2 parking spots, and one is right in front of your unit. The other one's a little bit further away. And it's just a great community. Ironically, when I first moved down here from Massachusetts in 2009, it was the first place I lived for a year, and I loved it. It was a really great spot. That's the community. You want me to show you some pictures?
Yeah, let's take a look inside.
Let's look at this. Let's go inside. Follow me. So here is the main living room. It's got crown moldings all throughout. The really cool shutters, which they put in above and beyond. They're throughout the house. Gorgeous new wood flooring is in there. And when I buzz around to the rest of the pictures, let me get into the kitchen. My head's in the way, but all nice new stainless steel appliances and very open floor plan. There's a patio that goes right out from the kitchen, overlooks the 2 tennis courts that they have there. So if you're a tennis player, it's great. The property's in unbelievable condition. The lighting is gorgeous. They did all new lighting in there as well.
No, the kitchen it's all white, modern. Floors have been updated. Plantation shutters. You got stainless, the whole 9 yards.
And
good crown molding.
Yeah, crown molding throughout. Let me get you over to the master bedroom right here. Really good size. That's a king bed that's in there. Crown moldings again. Super quiet area of town. Just a great spot. Nice big master bedroom. And I believe I have a picture of the master bathroom as well. And there that is. So again, they have updated this entire condo unit. It's great. It's on the 2nd floor, so you're really safe up there. There are no elevators, so it is up 1 flight. And incredibly well-kept community, incredibly clean. And again, a very, very cohesive group of people. And so this is the entrance. When you come in, there's a sign, luxury condominiums. And again, just super clean, great unit. We're priced at $269,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and immaculate, completely move-in condition.
And you can walk right over to all sorts of restaurants and shopping, and
You've got
everything's
Sal's,
right
you've
there.
got 5 or 6 restaurants. They're all great in there.
What's that? Not the ice cream place. It's better than ice cream. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
talking
got,
about?
oh yeah.
The gelato.
Thank you. Gelato place is in there.
Actually,
Really-
that's the best Greek restaurant in the north, I think. You know, have you ever been there to the it's the Great Greek?
a good Greek.
Good Greek. I get we go out there, we probably take out there at least once a week. We get salmon.
Oh, wow. Really?
They do a salmon Greek salad, and and he won't buy it unless it's super fresh. And a lot of times he's out of it. You've got to call early.
Wow.
So, you know, it's like the same thing, and we don't get bored of it. It's just
Oh, that's cool.
really fresh, good
Yeah.
stuff. They've got good hummus and everything.
Yeah.
But there's all sorts of shopping that's right.
There's
you know, that's
boutiques. There's a hair salon or 2 in there. It's a bunch of clothing boutiques. There's the
Barnes and Noble
Barnes
is
and
there.
Noble's in there. You know what? It's a great spot. It's just you never.
And you
have
can
to
walk,
leave
and you
your
can
house.
actually walk across to the mall too.
You could walk to the Gardens Mall very easily from there. Yes, you could cross the
You can see
street.
the movies or whatever. It's a nice
Yes,
nice
you can
walk
go
at night.
Walk right across the street off PGA Boulevard, go right to the theaters, go to the shopping, correct. And downtown at the Gardens, and go to Whole Foods and walk back if you wanted to.
So, Chris, what is your phone number or an email if somebody wants to get in touch with you?
Yeah.
Either
thanks.
to take a look at Frenchman's Creek, Legacy Place, or and see if you'll change a tire on their
I love it.
bicycle.
Thank you. It's 561-531-2173. And my email is chris@echofineproperties.com. Thanks for having me.
And I didn't say anything about Ann is at 818-5215. And Ann with no E, just ANN at echofineproperties.com. And I'll show you a little bit now. We're going to run out over to the Landmark, which is across the street on PGA Boulevard, right by outdoor at the Gardens, in between there and the mall. So I'll show you some pictures of this one. So this is unit 1402A, which there's 3 different buildings in the Landmark, altogether. It's right it's in between Military and PGA Boulevard, right at outdoor at the Garden. So you can walk over and see, go to Cheesecake Factory. There's 18 movie theaters in there, endless amounts of restaurants. And then the particular one, I'll show you the pictures in a little bit, that's off of this Lake Victoria, is 1 floor off of the penthouse. I'm showing you a little bit of the community itself. There's terrific workout facilities. You got your own gym there. There's some interior shots of the lobby. It's a doorman building, so you don't need to park your car. They take care of all that for you. There's a little bit later in the evening, and the walkway that goes over to the mall, and a few other shots. It's really stunning at nighttime. There's the community pool and the deck. They have their own private movie room that's in there. So you can go there and use that as well. There's just a lot of different facilities for homeowner. And then here's another couple other shots in there. And then now we're in the unit itself. This one's on for $564. It's 1,870 square feet. There's 2163 total if you look at the patio. Everything in here is really upgraded. It's a newer building, but people are in the Landmark because of the facilities, how much it offers, and the nightlife that's across the street, where you can just walk on over to, and it's just a complete easy building. It was built in 2007, so you got marble floors. There's the dining room area really pretty views. Kitchen with stainless steel. It's wide open, coffered ceilings, upgraded cabinetry in here, and that black onyx look granite that they have. Here's another view that you can see of the kitchen. So it's completely just wide open, type of a kitchen. Another view off the kitchen where you're seeing the dining room, and that opens up into the family room, and where you can see all your views. This is the study in here. Taking a look at the bath, all solid core doors. So you can look at the molding that's in there. One piece and high end cabinetry, showers, all budded glass and marble. Another shot over there, and then here's where you're really buying. Look at the views in there. Just really really pretty. Landmark's just it's a gorgeous building, heavily upgraded in the Landmark. So that's a little bit about the Landmark today. And hey, Rob, what else do we have on schedule?
So we have, I don't know if Penny's on here yet. We have a interview coming up with Tiffany Jones, and it's going to be called The Mask. There's Penny. Penny, tell them a little bit about what.
God bless you, Penny.
Hi.
Hi.
Tell them about who. Tell them
Did I
about who we're.
sneeze, Jeff, that you said God bless you?
Was that your sneeze or who sneezed?
I didn't sneeze.
Ann, was that you? It's one of these Zoom calls. We got a surprise sneezer.
Penny, tell them a little bit about who we're interviewing at 1 o'clock today.
We are interviewing Tiffany Jones. I have known her for several years. She has a fabulous job, but we are keeping this very separate. So we're not going to talk about who she is when she's not doing the masked dater. But she started this Zoom dating site for her friends. It started out lightly as kind of a joke and has taken off, where single people can get together on a Zoom call. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'll let her explain, but everybody's home and dating's a little difficult this way. So we're going to zoom it out and see if we could get some singles hooked up today.
Do they do like Zoom? That would be weird. I wonder if they do like Zoom dating. It's not like people just bounce from one room to one room. It's like, that 10-minute dating, or it's like groups and everybody just starts talking to each other and you find your match that way.
It's all different ways. My son's in Denver, and now they're doing virtual dating where you get a cup of wine and the girl gets a cup of wine, and it's a cheap date, and you decide what time you're going to get online, and you just talk to each other. And if you don't like each other, you don't make it to dessert.
No desserts.
No dessert.
Is it like a Masked Singer where they have to wear the chicken head or the thing, and then they reveal who they are, or how does that work?
There's no mask. She just does not use the camera on the people. They're just talking to each other, and then they're revealed.
So it's like a black screen, type of a thing.
Kind of. She'll describe it, but she's in a relationship, and what she's found is she's getting people now emailing her from all over the country asking her to do these. Like, people are into different types of things. Maybe, somebody who's Chinese wants to marry a Jewish guy, so she's going to do something like that, or maybe an interracial.
Would make a great soy sauce.
It's a kosher.
You know what I'm talking about? Soy vey.
Soy vey, absolutely.
Soy vey. That's the story on the bottle. Hang on one second.
Oh, he's going to get the bottle.
So this will be an interesting one, Penny. This one should be fun.
Just trying to keep it light, considering my next interview is going to be, about the COVID and keeping things clean. This is a little lighter.
This will be fun though. So it's called say it again. It's called The Masked Dater.
The Masked Dater.
The
Her name is
Masked
Tiffany
Dater.
Jones. Yes.
Tiffany Jones with The Masked Dater. So we're going to get some insight into how this all works. It's kind of interesting, this virtual world of dating now. I can't imagine. I mean, I guess I missed the curve. I got lucky. Maybe not lucky. I don't know. I don't know how this dating thing works with the virtual. So it's kind of
that's cool. Soy vey. You never use this at all?
Soy vey.
Soy vey. That's Island teriyaki.
It's
Chris
actually
loves
really
it.
good. It's delicious.
It's good stuff. But then there was a story, they don't have it on the bottle anymore, but it's like Chinese woman met a Jewish guy, and then they ended up concocting this sauce and lived happily ever after.
That's
There
awesome.
you go. We're gonna have
So
a soy sauce episode.
So we were talking earlier about what's going on in the clubs. You do a lot of business in Bell and Isle. What are they doing for their members right now?
Fallon Isles has really stepped up their game. I don't think they've ever been through something like this, but in terms of really giving their residents what they need, if they didn't have masks or they didn't have sanitizer, they really bulked up on that and we're delivering it to the people's homes. Meals. I heard Ann on, great job you did, Ann, before about talking about how IBIS is handling it. Fallon Isles too, if you want something, you call them. They'll either bring it to your house or, put it in your trunk. People are still able to walk their dogs. The dog park was just opened back up, but they're kind of limiting, hopefully, how many people go in. The golf, I think everyone from their homes, even if they're far away, we heard the cheers of everybody getting back onto the golf courses. I think they were ready to riot. So things are good, but a lot of people have left and gone back home north in Ballin Isles. It's not full steam ahead right now.
I know, like Will, who does a lot of rentals for us, has told us everybody's been extending. He's had people extend, really through. He's had some people do a whole year. Most people, stayed another rental or two. So is it more full than it normally is right now that you're seeing out there?
Yes, it's definitely fuller, and I don't do a ton of rentals. Will is my rental go-to guy, but I've gotten more calls in the past 8 weeks for people panicked to either they were unable to extend where they were, and they were asking, could we go somewhere else, or to extend. And the good news is most people that rent, at least in my experience at Ballin Isles, were not ready to come back yet. So the house was still vacant. So I actually had a rental for a year who was supposed to move out in the middle of this month, and he really did not want to move out. And the owner said, then extend for a whole year and you could stay. And he did.
Yeah, we've seen more. It really started first with the rental activity, but in the last 10 days, the amount of buyer inquiries that we get, we're typically between 40 and 60 a day, and we're right now running around 40. It's been very active, especially in the last 10 days. It's picked up dramatically. It's kind of interesting, but I think we know that we're getting people from the Northeast and the Midwest as well, not just the internal environment.
Well, I have, after today, I'm going on showings this afternoon. They've started to become a little bit more regular, the showings. Actually have had 2 offers come in, full price, sight unseen on my listing from somebody from the north who wants to come up, because now that we're doing the virtual open houses, people are really getting a good enough idea and they're very anxious to come down. I have people that have bought that one of the spouses is uncomfortable coming down right now. So now they're opening their house up for rent. So there's a lot of different scenarios going on.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of, in the outside world, we're doing a lot of this type of thing. But we've also purchased, which we'll start to do these Matterport machines. We've purchased a number of them, and we're playing with them. We did yesterday, but we're going to go back into all of our listings and run these machines, which will give you a walkthrough tour of the house. Not just, we do video on every home. We do, full bore photography on each home, but this will be a new element. And we're going to have this, we think, for this kind of thing was coming. We thought it was about 3 to 5 years out, but all these, you can look at it right online now, or for a virtual experience, like we purchased these headsets are right for turns your mobile device into a virtual machine. So you can look at it that way. And then we're doing the same thing it's compatible with the Oculus, which is a virtual reality machine. But our website's been custom made now, so it picks up whatever the virtual tours are. But it's another way where somebody can really go look. I still think people will come down and come back for the inspection and do a physical walkthrough. But I think we're going to see more and more of this type of thing. And elements of the home have become more important. We're seeing people where they're looking actually for some larger homes, right now, for extended family, type of use. We've had more, demand, it seems like, for homes with a little bit more space to it. The clubs have become more important, just because of what all three of you said, all the services that, the clubs have to offer when you're in a situation like you get pampered, there with all sorts of different things, and you're taken care of both on the, on a safety and on a medical side. Chris, you've been pretty active, haven't you?
Very active. I actually got to jump off this shortly. I've got a showing here in Frenchman's Creek at 2:00. And I've got another showing at 3:30 in Old Palm. Tomorrow, I've got 2 showings, one in Evergreen, one in Paloma. And I've got 2 closings Monday and Tuesday. So I'm active. Yeah, things are good.
I know Craig couldn't be on today. I did his on the Landmark because he's been active all the time. We had an offer on a place in North Palm Beach, one in PGA. We did a deal in Marisol yesterday that was complete. So there's good activity out there. Which is we didn't know how that was going to play, but we're seeing really good good signs. And we're well equipped for this because of the amount of lead generation types of things that we do, as well, on an internal basis. So Rob, what would you like?
I'll piggyback on what Penny was saying about you, and you alluded to about the Northeast and Midwest. The last 6 weeks or so, I've been making tons of emails and phone calls, and people have been very standoffish and just kind of distant. And I've definitely noticed that this past week, a lot more vibrancy of people that they're seeing the country start to open up, and they're jonesing to get down here. And it's definitely a movement happening down here. And it's definitely getting electric. It's great.
Well, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal today. It was just about, some people like they're discovering things, whether it's about exercising and doing things on a Peloton and joining a class that they didn't think they could do. But there are professions where you can work from home more, and people are finding that out. So when you've got in these urban environments, like I have a friend in downtown Chicago, and the taxes and from the pensions and everything, it's really expensive to live there. And he's envious of our palm trees and our weather and everything. But why pay that in taxes, and why be in that type of a crowded type of a setting when you can escape here? If you can do it and pay 0 in income tax, it's a big deal. So if you want to get in touch with us, it's our corporate office is 561-500-ECHO. Penny Burke is at 320-2567. Ann's at 818-5215. Chris, you're at
531-2173.
Boy,
And I'll have a new sign up next week.
I set that up perfectly for you.
Yeah.
So Rob, you want to come back at the 1:00 hour?
Yeah, so we're going to come back at 1 with Penny with the masked dater. And then next week, we got a full boat of businesses from a martial arts studio to Tacos Chula to
Taco Chula, I think, is the
best.
It's the highest rated sleeper restaurant, inexpensive, place if you go like on Yelp or any of those.
They need Guy Ferrari or one of those guys to come and do that place. That place is awesome. F45 next week. Goodfellas Pizza, hairdresser, gelato.
We have a painter,
a charcuterie board.
Which is Don Machado, who's my favorite. It's a father-son team. The son's in France right now, and they're going to both do this in there. They're going to do some samples of different things that they do, and you can do at home. And then
disinfecting service place, a pressure cleaner, yoga, healthy pets. We got it all. I mean, we're covering every.
I have, my friend is in the wine business, and he's doing home deliveries right now for wine. Look at Penny; she wants one. So Howard Friedland will be on. I think it's next Friday or Saturday. So
Yep.
and then Nora Ugaldi, who's an amazing woman. She's a tutor. She's worked in was a science teacher for advanced science, and cared about everybody so much. She used to have everybody out, and she'd make them. She's from Cuba, and would make them paella every Friday night. All of her students could come out, like an old-fashioned teacher. and she does tutoring, and she's helping kids through this environment and help with get good study habits. So she was terrific for our family, and I asked her to come on and help with that type of thing with everybody who's got kids at all ages in there. And she just helps with organization and all sorts of things. So I'm excited to have her on.
So we'll be back at 1 o'clock. If there's any local businesses out there that are looking for some free PR, these are fun Zoom interviews we're doing. And then we'll come back once this is all said and done and actually do a free promotional video, professional video. I was a videographer for 10 years in the news. So it's not a cell phone video. It's a professionally done video with a 4K camera and all different goodies, a drone,
And
got all
that's,
different stuff.
and we do that completely free of charge. We have a page on our website, if you look at, called Local Waves, or we're renaming Local Community Unity. And so we do that because part of why people buy here is they're looking, you know, you not only buy your home, but you're really buying your area first and what everything has to offer. So if you have a local business and you want some free PR, or think of your favorite restaurant, your favorite massage therapist, your favorite whatever somebody needs, if they need a little bit of free publicity, we'll be happy to give them all the airtime, and then we'll share it on our social media, and then we'll do afterwards a free video and put it on our website for people to, you know, to watch in a video format. You can use it yourself any way you want. So Zoom dating on at 1. Go ahead, Penny.
No, I was just gonna say, I need to run to call her and help her get on, so I will see everybody back at 1 o'clock.
Okay. So long, everybody.
See you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.